to another episode of FTB University. So, as you can see behind me, been a little busy. That used to be that wall of chests, and managed to get a few drives and a few bits and pieces up and running. So we've got plenty of storage now. I made up a heap of those 4K. They're all from that reward we got, where we got the 64 of the 1K bytes, the 1K drives there. So I just went up, made a few of the calculation circuits, finished them all off, and yeah, chucked them all in, made a few 4Ks. It gave us a lot more storage. So, well, as you can see, I've been out and about, cutting a lot of trees down and getting a few more resources for our next step. Let's chuck that in there. There we go. So I haven't really done much over here. Upgraded a few of the machines last time, and oh, I forgot a few torches, so I'll have to grab something for that. Yeah, I'll just chuck a few torches back there just to stop mobs from deciding to come and party. It's usually a bit of light back here when things are working. I took out all the thermoelectric generators. They're all behind our ME system over there, just behind the wall. But I did try a few different types of power production, and this guy here, throw in a little bit of biofuel, which is literally just like carrots or potatoes or any form of plants and stuff like that. Throw it in there, gives you biopulp. Throw it in here, produces 280 RF per tick per machine. Not terrible, not terrible. You've just got to make sure that you've got enough of those to produce. This bad boy over here, on the other hand, will produce a fair bit of power really quickly. Like, boom, we are currently producing just over 2K per tick. The downside is this machine also uses a lot, and it probably won't keep up with constantly burning it. As you can see there, it's slowly dipping when it's producing maximum, but when it's just producing a standard burn rate, which is only 240 roughly per tick, it keeps up. So may have to build a second one of these and just have a good buffer of gas. That way when we need a big hit of power, we'll have a couple of these guys on our side, as well as a little bit of biofuel coming in there. But we need some biofuel. Oh yeah, that's right. I should show you that I actually did make the atomic disassembler, which is pretty easy. Basic infusing factory. You throw in your normal alloys, so your iron, your redstone. Once you make those little alloys, you throw in a diamond in here, and throw those alloys in there, and they come out as the second stage. And then you throw a bit of refined obsidian in here, which is obsidian and diamond. Pop the refined obsidian in here, put your second tier alloys through, and you get your atomic alloys, which we will need a lot of to get our digital miner, which we want to get up and running very soon. And we also want to get our farming station up and running very soon as well. So first things first, we need some better armor and a better sword. Now the ender's not too bad, it's pretty good, but we can do better. Like this guy. I went ahead and I made a lot of refined obsidian, so hopefully we've got enough. Let's have a look what we've got in our machine over here. In the osmium compressor, there we go. 33 of them, that should be enough. Let's try that again. Osmium sword. Bam. There we go, it does 14 damage base. So not too bad, we can boost that up a bit. We may as well grab an obsidian pickaxe, it's got really good durability. But we want our obsidian armor first. So let me grab all of this and we'll make sure that we've got enough before we make that pickaxe. Bam. And bam. There we go. Full set of that. And one pickaxe. There we go. Now let's get rid of this iron. Chuck on this obsidian. Now as you can see down the bottom there, our armor has significantly increased. It's got high armor and high armor hardness, so really good absorption. Take a lot of damage before we'll start taking heart damage down here, so not three bad at all. Bam, that can go back in, that can go in, that can go in, and we can swap our pickaxe over. There we go. So we can knock that off the list now. So done, 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 done. So those guys are what is left for this episode. So hopefully we can get all the way up to our digital miner and get a good farming station going, which will help us with our fuel situation. But as you can see, been a little bit busy through here. Not massively, didn't complete too many quests that I tried not to anyway. Just the iron chests, which, what do we get there? A dirt chest and a vanilla to iron shulker box upgrade. That will come in very handy later on. That was it for this one. So technology, extra utilities too. I just made the overclocker generator. So the more upgraded fuels you put in, the faster it burns it. So it's got a higher burn time, it burns it quicker. So as you can see there, 0 burns it 32,000 RF in a few seconds. So if you can put some really high grade fuels in, you get a really good output from this fella here, but only for short term. Alrighty, what else did we get done? Let's claim the quest for that one, and we get a box of coal. There we go. And a iron. We did upgrade our chassis, so we get a couple more. We did get the upgraded version of the alloy smelter, so we get a block detector. Oop, don't want to pin that one. And we made the sag mill, so we actually get some end steel grinding balls, which is awesome. And of course we made the enchanter before. We did get some dark armor from the thing, but I really want to have a look at these guys. Like, these ender tools actually look really good. So that's the Ender Mark II. And then if you have a look, you can actually get the stellar versions as well. So they will actually, is that Ender Mark IV? That actually looks really good. So after 47 attempts, Randolph finally made the ultimate weapon. So it's not too bad. So once we get into the stellar alloy ingots, which aren't terribly bad, in the alloy smelter, it's a nether star, it's the melodic alloy, and some clay. So melodic alloy, not terrible either. It's literally chorus and end steel. End steel is end stone, dark steel, and obsidian. So there's a few steps to it, but it's not overly expensive, except for the nether star. Alrighty, what else did we get done? Mechanism. We got a few machines done. So we got the factory upgraded, so we get a basic tier installer. I threw in some speed upgrades to make our machines a little bit quicker, and of course you need your energy upgrades, otherwise you're burning through hundreds of thousands of RF per tick just from a few of those. So made our pipes, of course, and there we go. Got a few extra pipes as a reward. I made the energy cube. It's currently behind our ME system, just collecting a few million RF. And an energy tablet, nice. And what else? Osmium compressor, of course. So we get a glowstone shikaxe. That's amazing. Really cherish that. Cool. Alrighty, where else did we go? Rats. What did we do? We saw a plague doctor. We get the plague doctor mask. Awesome. That was huge. Useful things. Mob spawners. Make something that spawns mobs. Not exactly sure exactly what I got out of that. It might have just been some garbage that I actually collected. I didn't get any cursed earth. I didn't... Maybe... No, didn't do the spawner or any of those. But we did get a heap of these guys that we can use on these spawners to figure out which spawner we want. So that's not too bad. We'll throw those in straight away so we don't lose them. And throw that in, throw that in, throw that in. Chuck all of these bad boys in while we're at it. It's the block detector, more chassis, blocks of coal. Those guys can go in. Dirt chest. If you haven't seen that, it's cool. It's literally just holds one space for dirt. Oh, we actually get how to use your dirt chest. We are. Won't go back in because it literally only holds dirt. Let's just pop that. Oh, damn, this thing being too powerful. Oh, there we go. Chuck our dirt chest in there. And that in there too. Wah! Now, last few quests that we've got completed. What did we have? We had flight, did we? Make something that lets you fly. I definitely did make something that let me fly. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Unless on the ducks. No, there wasn't anything on that. We definitely did make an angel ring or a jetpack. So I'm not exactly sure why it's trying to give us a reward for that, but we'll take it. we'll definitely take it. And Misker I made a chisel. So what do we get? The ender offset wand. Not sure exactly how to use that. And the anti-blocks, which are pretty cool blocks, if I do say so. Alright. So totally legitimate businesses. We've got to trade with one of them shady merchants, which never goes bad. But we also do have agricraft in here too, so we can actually boost all of our crops up real fast to help us get a lot more biofuel and stuff like that. So we'll definitely be looking into that later on to power our base. What are we going to get into this time? A little bit more into mechanism, I believe, because I want to get this bad boy. So we need to get Robert first, which we need a personal chest. We should have everything, I'm hoping. Let's have a look. We've got our recipe for Robert right there. And let's see if we can make the personal chest. Oh, we're missing a little bit of steel. What about the farming station? We need the soul machine chassis. How do we get the soul machine? We need to put it with solar tuned dye, which is brown, black, more crushed, and then soul powder, which is literally just crushed up soulium, which is, yeah, soul sand and gold. So, okay, I'll get some more steel and we'll get started on Robert. There we go. While it's cooking the last few up, we'll get this thing finished off. So we just need a personal chest. And I know we've got at least one of these, but we'll get a second one just in case, because I don't believe it pulls it into the recipe. Oh, it does. So what else were we missing though? And the personal chest. So let's have a look. Energy tablet and personal chest. There it is. Now we've got ourselves Robert. Hooray! But our digital miner also needs a few extra things. So we need another steel casing. That's in there now. We need some logistical transporters, logistical sorters. So we need a couple of pistons. So we'll just grab a few of those. And we'll get 2 of these bad boys done. 1 and 2. And we need some teleportation cores, which is more of that atomic alloy. So hopefully we've got enough for 2. There we go. And that should be it. If we've got 2 more atomic alloys, boom, bam, boom, bam, we got a digital miner. All right. Now I'm going to go hook this up to this bad boy over here. It's going to be a temporary spot until we get a lot more stuff around, like to maintain teleporters, and we can transfer power across time and space itself. So let's see where this bad boy is going to sit, and then when we can get some power. So we put that bad boy there. It's already hooked up to power. Let's configure it. The easiest way to get everything, radius, go maximum 32, minimum, and maximum, what Y level are we on? 64, sounds good to me. We can go to 60, and we do a new filter, or dictionary, or save. That will literally mine every single ore beneath us. But I'm going to grab 2 things before we chuck that bad boy on. We are going to need those energy upgrades that we got from a press reward just then, when I can spell. When I can see, there we go, 4 energy upgrades. That'll use its, reduce it right down. And we need a chest to put on top. So we'll just get a standard chest, and then we will make it an iron chest. Boom. And chuck that bad boy in. Bam. And then we will get a iron, no, that's a shulker box. Where is it? Gold chest. Let's do that. We don't have a great deal of gold, but we'll do this. because that's going to need a lot more space. Gold coil, cool. Gold chest is what we needed instead though. There we go. Don't think we have enough diamonds for that. Oh, it only needs 2. We'll do that. Get ourselves a lot more. Where's the next one? Gold to diamond. Diamond. Diamond to crystal. It's literally obsidian and glass. Let's do that one too. And see if it's got a next tier. Crystal. Diamond to crystal, diamond to crystal. That could be it. Yeah, looks like it might be it. Let's have a look at chests and see if it goes any higher. We're not going to figure out. Crystal obsidian. Diamond chest. And crystals above that. Either or. We've got the upgrades to make this chest a lot bigger. So that's all that matters. So, what do we have? We're going to be using 80 RF per tick. So let's chuck. Why will you not let me chuck this energy upgrades in? Why? I want to chuck them in. Well, we need to put that on top and get rid of that. And then we need to upgrade it to that tier and then that tier. So a lot of space there now, and we can hit auto eject. So we'll literally mine all the ores and pump them out, but I don't know why it's not letting me throw the upgrades in. Ah, there we go. It's just being difficult. So that'll put us 4 upgrades in the energy department, so that will reduce its RF usage by a lot. So it needs now 25 RF per tick. Why is it not pumping out energy? That's connected to energy? No? Why is it being difficult? Why is it being difficult? It's being difficult. Why for you be difficult? Oh, there we go. I just moved that over corner diagonal block and then just put a little bit more conduit in. And it seems to be keeping up with what it needs now. So it could probably go a touch more maybe. Let's see if this is keeping up. Yeah, that's keeping up as well. So what upgrades have we got in there? We've got heaps of energy upgrades and a little bit of speed. So we might chuck a couple of speed upgrades because it's only using 25 RF a tick. So let's make our lives a bit easier and get a few speed upgrades in there as well and see how bad the energy usage becomes. Got 7 to use. Don't think we're going to get too many of these in though. We'll try 2 and see where that puts us. So chuck 2 of them in. One's installed and both are installed. They've gone to 80 RF per tick. That's not terrible. Definitely don't want to hit the silk touch. Why for it not shooting into that though? Is it only going into the back trace? There we go. It's only going to spit it into the back part now. But as you can see, it's going to minus everything we need. So, hurrah! Eventually, we'll hook this up with one of those logistical pipes maybe. Chuck it into something like an ender chest, which then we'll shoot it over into, we'll have an ender chest connected to an ME system. And then we can either export it directly into something like the SAG mill, or we can send it to the SAG mill first, get it chopped down, and then smelted, and then pulled into the system. So it doesn't really matter either way. We can do it first off, so we'll have the ingot straight up, or we can have them on demand. We just basically go in, tell it we want 300 of this, and then it makes it. So this seems to be keeping up nice and easy. So let's make our life a little bit more easier as well. And increase the speed again by another couple. And that's going to put us to 252 RF per tick. That's not too bad. We should still be keeping up with that fairly easy. What about you? Ooh, right on the borderline by the look of it. That's about as far as we can go without adding any more energy upgrades. So that's not too bad. That's pretty good speed actually. So we're getting a lot of goodies now. We just need to let that do its thing. And we need to get ourselves a little bit of this solium stuff to get our farming station up and running. So we need some soul sand. Let's just get 8 pieces and some gold. Again, 8 pieces. And bam. And we chuck that bad boy in our alloy smelter. And bam. That will give us our solium ingots. Oh, there's a little bit more steel we can chuck back in the system as well. We also need to crush that down. Boom, boom. No, don't smelt it. Nope, bad. Alrighty, now we need to get our industrial dye blend. So we need some organic brown dye, some more of that organic black dye. So I think we still had some black left over. Let's have a look. No, we didn't. So we do need some more of that. So that's going to be 3 crushed coal and an egg. But how many eggs do we have at the moment? 2. Ooh. Might be cutting it a bit close. What do we need for the organic brown dye though? No, brown. Organic brown dye. Where are we? Where are we indeed? There. So we either do twigs and prunings with an egg, we do floral brown powder with some coal and a slime, or we do cocoa, coal and an egg. So I think we're going to do that. There we go, organic brown dye. That was lucky. Solar tuned dye blend is what I was after. There we go, that goes in there. That can go in and in. Now we need some chassis. Not the industrial chassis, just the simple machine chassis. What? No iron bars? That's ridiculous. There we go. Boom. Ta-da! Thank you. I'll have you. And you go in and you go in. And ta-da! Soul machine chassis. Now, do we get more of those as a quest reward again? Let's have a look. No, I don't want that. Quests. Ender. Really? Reinforced obsidian. Wow. That's nice. Okay, so we need the farming station. Ooh. We need some vibrant crystals. Do we have emeralds? No, we don't have any emeralds. Interesting. We need to get some emeralds. So we can make a couple of those bits and pieces. And we also need some pulsating iron, which we have 1 ingot of, which will give us 1 of the gems that we need. It's literally a diamond surrounded by pulsating iron nuggets. There we go, pulsating crystal. So at least that's that part done. So what else can we throw in here? Some of that stuff, some of that stuff, some of that stuff. That stuff, we can get rid of you and put you down there. Get rid of that stuff and that stuff. I did find a village, so we've got some wooden storage crates if you're wondering what they are. They're literally like early shulker boxes. You can literally throw stuff in, pick it up, and it keeps the contents. It helped with the mining effort quite substantially. But I will go to the village, find out what trades they want, and I'll get a few emeralds, and I'll bring you back. Yeah, this happy little chappy wanted some coal in return for some emeralds, so 9 iron in return for an emerald. That's not too bad either. And I'm pretty sure that's about as far as we're going to go. There's one of the plague doctors, so 10 bones, that's pretty good. And a couple of poisonous potatoes. Yeah, go with our harvester, we'll find some. More cowbell, fair enough. Some rotten flesh. Gold, getting low on that, so no, you're not getting my gold. Ooh, lots of paper. I'll take that. Another cleric, he wants the same sort of stuffs. And you're just a nitwit. Oh, you're an arborist. Ooh. That could be nice. Alright, who do we have up here? Anybody? That's right, it's the cake. What do you want? You're a plague doctor, apparently. Fair enough. So, you just need... Oh, a poppy. Bundle of sweet smelling herbs. Yeah, don't really want that. I'll have a bit of your cake though. Can I? Oh. Pretty good. How are you? Weaponsmith, 17 coal. That's slightly cheaper. Let's go with you instead. There we go. Now, do you level up as well? Yay! Ooh, an enchanted iron sword. Not today, buddy. We got what we needed. We can grow home now. Ooh, there we go. There's their little gardens growing a bit. We've got beetroots and everything in there, so we can now make other new food, which is the stuffed aubergine, which isn't too bad. It gives fairly good hunger and a fairly good saturation there as well, so nice and easy to make as well. Alrighty, now that we've got our emeralds, how do we go about making the vibrant crystals? It's just going to be vibrant, which is energetic with an ender pearl, and energetic is gold, glowstone, redstone. So let's have a look. Get some of this stuff out. In there. We can go in there as well. And both of you can go in you as well. Torch can pop down there. Right, glowstone and redstone. Let's go get a couple of bits of this. So we'll go 1, 2. Don't want to go too many, so try to save our resources a bit. And 2. There's our energized metal. Now we just need to see how many ender pearls we've got. We've got 6, so we'll take 2 of those to turn into the next tier. So you go in. Boom. There goes 1. And there's our second. Back at the workstation. Let's turn these bad boys into nuggets, because that's what we need. And let's get the emerald. We got 7 of them now. Just need 2. Boom. Alrighty. Now, these energized bimetal gears. So we need a couple more bits of that energetic alloy, which we don't have, of course. What else do we need? Infinity bimetal gears. So we'll make a couple of those while we wait, just in case. And we'll need another doop doop and doop doop. Oh, there we go. We'll probably make a couple more of them actually, just in case we will need some. We'll go 8. So 8 of that, and 8 of that one. So boom, boom, boom. Let's get it out up there. Should have. All right. Let's get that into nuggets. And 2 of them's. There we go. This should be our farming station. When we... Oh, we need this... Oh, right. The slice and splice. My bad. We're going to need another one of them soul machine chassis, so... We better grab that and our soul die. Soul blend, sorry. Oh, already got one. Oh, that's right, we need it for the farm. Duh. There's our slice and splice. Let's go put this bad boy down. Why not? Put it there. Now we need a axe and a shear and a capacitor. So let's get an axe. We'll take the steel axe, hopefully that'll recognize it. Set of shears. Oh, shears. Yeah, we'll take that one. And a capacitor. Wow. That'll do. And bam. Apparently that's not going to work. So we need to chuck those in. Oh, okay, we'll just... Oh, I won't throw that away. Whee! Well, you know how I couldn't figure out why there was not working? Do you know what actually helps? Having power in your system. It actually drained all the power out, so there's actually no power going. So, would have been bad. But we should have some foods there. I'm just going to see what kind of, if we've got any wheat or something like that. There we go. So we'll use a little bit of that power that's coming in now. Turn back into some bio, call it. You can see it's not really much power coming through. It's only using 60 RF a tick, but we'll get some biofuel out of that. Chuck that into the biofuel reactor. And boom. Now we've got an extra 280 going into the system. So I will get a little transport pipe from there into this short level. Might even just lift that up and put the power cable under it. So every time we need it, we can literally just throw the stuff in and it'll automatically get input into it. So that'll give us a little bit more RF per tick to build this bad boy back up. Hopefully it'll come up nice and full, but it'll take a while to build that buffer back up. But the slice and splice is up and running. So there's our Z-Logic controller. Hurrah! And that should now give us our farming station. We need a couple more solar area. So that is just gold. 1, 2, and some soul sanding. At least that one's nice and easy. And 1, 2. There we go. You go in there, you go in there, you go in there, you go in there, you go in there. You all go in there. Hurrah! Alright, let's go chuck this in this. Hopefully we should have enough power to push that through. Yeah, easy. And number 2. Alrighty. Bam, bam. Farming station. We are going to need a hoe, if I remember correctly. So we'll need a power cable to come up the top. I'll try and remember exactly where that bad boy is though. And this should help us. Whatever that was, sure. No capacitor. Well, we can fix that easy enough. We need a hoe, an axe, and some shears. So we can chuck in the hoe. We'll grab a capacitor. And I did manage to make a simple power cell. It's only going to produce 10 units of power, which is, I think, around about 30 or 40 RF per tick, roughly. And get this bad boy up and running now. Hey, it should have been more than that. That's our quite clear glass. We've still got more of that. Thank you. And what did we need for the second one? Just that, eh? Not going to happen. We'll go with the 3 panels that we've got. Okay, there we go. Farming station is up and running. It's going to need a lot better RF coming in there. I've locked in the carrot, the beetroot seeds, the potato, and the wheat seeds. All good ones for getting us the bio pulp, so we can run our RF producing machines. So it basically just pumps it up, nice and easy. Yeah, heaps cool. So as you can see, it picks it up, so we'll need something to transport it out of there later on as well. So it did try and get that, so I got rid of it. Got the industrial hemp out of there. Don't really need it at the moment. So yeah, that should serve us well. You can also use those bad boys if you put an axe in it. You can get it to cut trees and everything down, so you can have an automatic tree farm, and then you could smelt that down into charcoal, which then you could use to power combustion generators. So this bad boy does sort of usually look after itself fairly well. Yeah, nice. So I think between episodes, I'm going to have to either get some really good solar panels cranking, get ourselves up there a long way, or hook it into our main source of power down there when it stops running out of power, that is, which we will need maybe another 1 or 2 of those combustion biopulp generators cranking. Get a couple more of these going, and this guy that's full. So if we, we got rid of the cable, never mind. Just literally take that one for now, chuck that bad boy on there, and it'll build up the power. We can start it again for a little while. We did get a few diamonds and everything out of it. There, we got some service quartz coming in, some normal, got plenty of iron coming in, so we can get that up, and we've got the gold, which we need, more coal, which we can burn. Yeah. So it's definitely paying off having this bad boy, but I'll stop it for now for a little while, and I think it's right on the cusp. So we might put through a few more energy upgrades into it, and yeah, see how we go. But yeah, but for now, unfortunately, I'm running out of time, so I am going to have to call this one. So nice and purple now. Booyah! So if you liked it, you know what to do. Hit that like button down the bottom there. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. You can see more content from me in the future. And if you really liked it, hit that share button. It helps me out greatly. So I'd just like to say thank you to all the people that are stopping by and watching this channel. Yeah, it's just been amazing. The channel's growing and growing, so it's just really blowing me away. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy out there. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Toodles.